92-93 Glasgow Little League basketball tournament. Two teams opening the first round tonight in the ABA tournament will be the number 8 seed, the Nuggets, at a regular season of 3-13, going against the number 9 seed, the Hornets, at 2-14 on the year. We're waiting for the introduction of the players and coaches on the floor as we'll get this first round of the ABA tournament started. We've got a slim crowd to start out, but this is just the first game tonight. We have 2 other games following. There'll be the first round action of the NBA games, and that'll be coming your way a little bit later. Now to the public address announcer on the floor, and they'll be introducing the players and coaches. The Nuggets will be the home team, and they're getting ready to announce the Hornets players. Number 24, Jonathan England.
Matthew Shepard,
Number 30, Matthew Shepard.
David Pike, number 11.
Number 11, David Pike. David's out of uniform tonight. Must be some kind of injury. We're not aware of this. Now the starters for the Nuggets.
Okay, now for the starters. At one guard, number 12, Chuck Gardner.
At guard, at one guard, number 12, Chuck Gardner.
At guard, number 21, Matthew Garrett.
At the forward position, number 21, Matthew Garrett.
Number 22, Joshua Berry.
At the other guard position, number 22, Joshua Berry.
23, Knott Thacker.
At the forward position, number 23, Knott Thacker. And at the center spot, number 25, Ryan Deegan.
Now, the Nuggets.
The coaches for the Hornets is Larry Pike.
Larry Pike, assistant Gary Gardner.
Assistant to the Hornets is Gary Gardner.
Now for the Nuggets.
Now introducing the players and coaches for the Nuggets. Number 3, Adam Leftwich.
Number 1, Shane Wood.
Number 1, Shane Wood.
Number 20, Will Nash.
Number 20, for the rounds out the super subs for the Nuggets, is number 20, Will Nash. Now the starting lineup. Number 23 at the guard spot, Jonathan Houchins.
30, Matt Nicolaj.
At the other guard, number 30, Matt Mikulajic. At one forward, number 33, Bryce Button. At the other forward is number 10,
Number 50, Darryl Woodcock.
John Kirk Fry.
Number 10,
And at center, number 50, Darryl Woodcock. The coach for the Nuggets is Joe Danny Houchins. The officials for tonight's ball game is Joey Shirley and Chris Poore.
Okay, let's play ball.
Tournament action's taking place here at the Glasgow High School. Now this is a new place for these young men to come out and play. The regular season games are held at the Bunch 6th grade center. The floor's a little somewhat smaller down there, so I'm sure we'll see in the late 3rd quarter and early 4th quarter maybe the fatigue factor set in on these young men, but they're all excited about coming out and playing on this big floor at the high school, and I'm sure that you're going to see some good basketball come your way. We're proud to be able to bring them to you. And we'll be carrying all the tournament action. Tonight is the first round action. Joey Shirley throws up the ball. It's tipped. They're going to re-jump the ball. Ball's tipped. It's controlled by the Nuggets. That's number 30, Matt Mikulajic. The Nuggets take a shot. Number 23 is up with a shot, but he travels. Turn the ball over to the Hornets. They'll have their first possession of the evening. The Nuggets come with full court pressure. They inbound the ball to number 12, Gardner. He's picked up quickly by number 23, Houchins. Houchins is guilty of the first foul. So that's team foul number 1. They inbound the ball on the far side of the court. Ball comes into number 25, that's Ryan Deegan. Ball's turned over. Houchins picks the ball up. He moves down the right side. He pulls up, takes about a 6-footer. It drops in. So Jonathan Houchins gets on the score side of this ball game to put the Nuggets up 2-0. Berry brings the ball up. He tries to pass down. The ball is picked off. They say we've got a whistle on the play. I believe the foul was on number 25 of the Hornets, Deegan. So the Nuggets will be bringing the ball full court. Get the ball inbound to number 30, Mikulajic. He drives down the right side. He pulls up, thinks better of it, takes a shot. It's short. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Matthew Gardner of the Hornets. He dribbles down the right side. He's double teamed. He loses the ball, picks up, passes down low to Thacker, and it's intercepted by the Nuggets. We've got a whistle. Reach-in foul then by Chuck Gardner. That's Gardner's first, team second. 1 minute has expired here in the first quarter. The Nuggets are out on top by a score of 2-0. Houchins brings the ball up. He moves down the right side. He's still dribbling, pulls up for about a 6-footer. It goes up on the top of the backboard. So it'll be out of bounds to the Hornets. They'll bring the ball full length of the court, 4:52 to play. Gardner looking to inbounds. He gets it into number 25, Ryan Deegan. He moves up the left side as he tries to look for a pass underneath. He carries the ball, turns the ball over to the Nuggets. Both teams off to somewhat of a slow start, as most teams do in tournament action, a little apprehensive of what to do and what not to do. Number 30, Mikulajic, pulls up from about 10. It's no good. Loose ball on the floor. He gets his own rebound. He drives the right side, pulls up from about 6 foot. No good. Rebounded by Chuck Gardner of the Hornets. He brings the ball down the right side. He tries to throw the ball underneath. It's picked off by Mikulajic. He drives right side. He stops as he tries to pull up for the jump shot. He drags his pivot foot, turns the ball back over to the Nuggets. To the Hornets. Nuggets come with man-to-man full court pressure. Looking to get the ball in. Bad pass, turns over to the Nuggets. Houchins has the ball in the lane. He passes it to the outside. It's picked off. That was number 25, Deegan, that picked the ball off as he quickly gets the ball back to Chuck Gardner. Gardner drives down the middle, uncontested, laid up and in. So Chuck Gardner gets the Hornets on the scoreboard and ties this ball game up at 2 apiece with 3:55 to play in the first quarter. Mikulajic brings the ball up court. He's picked up by Thacker. He pulls up at about 15. His shot is blocked. Loose ball underneath, picked up by the Nuggets. He passes the ball out to Houchins, and the shot's no good. Rebounded by the Nuggets. The loose ball picked up by Chuck Gardner. Gardner brings the ball down the right side. He passes underneath, and it's picked off by Mikulajic, but he steps on the inbound. Joey Shirley quickly sees it and makes the call. Give the ball back to the Hornets. Number 33, Bryce Button, deflects the inbound pass by the Nuggets, by the Hornets. So the Hornets have the ball still out of bounds. Get the ball into Thacker. He dribbles and stops and dribbles again, so that's a double dribble. Turn the ball over to the Nuggets with 3:20 to play here in the first quarter. Mikulajic, the point guard, brings the ball up. He's picked up by Thacker. He moves down the right side. He drives. He lays the ball up and in. Matthew Mikulajic gets in the scoring column to make it a 4-2 ball game in favor of the Nuggets. Gardner tries to move to his right, loses the ball. It's picked off by Houchins. He lays it up, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. That was number 22 of the Hornets, Joshua Berry. The Hornets have the ball inbound on the far side. Deegan to inbound the ball. He's looking, still looking. Gets the ball into Berry. Berry loses the ball, picked up by Mikulajic. He drives to the right side, lays it up. No good, a little strong. It's picked up by 2 Nugget players, and they travel. Hornets inbound the ball with 2:36. Nuggets staying with their full court pressure. Gardner looking to inbound. He gets it in. He gets it into Deegan, and he travels with the ball. That'll give the ball back to the Nuggets underneath their own goal with 2:34 to play. Houchins inbounding the ball. He gets it in to number 30, Mikulajic, and he lays it up and in. So Matthew Mikulajic has 4 points. They steal the ball in the inbound, shot by number 33. It's no good. Rebounded by Nuggets, and we have a jump ball. Our possession in favor of the Nuggets. So with 2:22 to play, the Hornets call timeout, and at that timeout, we find the Nuggets on top, 6-2 over the Hornets. Coming back on the floor after the timeout, the Nuggets will be inbounding the ball underneath their own goal as they lead this contest by a score of 6-2 with 2:22 to play. Houchins tries to inbound the ball. It's deflected by Gardner, back out of bounds to the Nuggets. Nuggets looking. And they're traveling on the inbound line. So that turns the ball over to the Hornets. Deegan to inbound the ball for the Hornets. He's looking. We've got a whistle. Foul on number 23, Jonathan Houchins. That's the second foul on Houchins, second team foul. We get our first substitution of the ball game coming in for the Hornets. That's number 30, Matthew Shepard. Is number 21, Matthew Garrett, goes out. Ball comes in, it's picked off Mikulajic, and he scores. So Mikulajic has 6 points here in the first quarter as he pushes his team out on top by a score of 8-2. Hornets get the ball in bounds, and they double dribble, so it turns the ball back over to the Nuggets. Get a substitution in for the Nuggets. That's Shane Wood coming in. Ball comes into Wood. He looks at the three-point line. He tries to move in to his left. He palms the ball. Turn the ball over to the Hornets with 2:05 to play here in the first quarter. Deegan inbounds the ball. He gets it into Matthew Gardner. He moves up the left side. He thinks better of trying to go one-on-one the basket. He makes a move, pulls up, and in. So Chuck Gardner, I think I called him Matthew Gardner, his older brother, so I apologize for that. So Chuck Gardner has 4 points to make it an 8-4 ball game and still in favor of the Nuggets. Mikulajic, he's working, moves down the right side. We've got a whistle. We've got a 5-second call in the lane against the Nuggets. So gives the ball to the Hornets with 1:36 to play. Berry trying to get the ball in. It's a loose ball. Officials say it's still Hornets ball. Inbound far side of the floor. Berry smacks the ball, looking for somebody to get it into. He gets the ball into, that was Deegan, get the ball into Berry, and it's taken away from Mikulajic, lays it up, no good. We've got a whistle. We've got a reach-in foul on number 30. That's Matt Mikulajic, his first, team's third. Ball comes in to the Hornets and they travel. 1:23 to play here in the first quarter. Nuggets out on top by a score of 8-4. Ball comes into Button. He puts the shot up, no good. Loose ball, picks it up. Thacker for the Hornet. Picks the ball up, drives down the right side. He passes into the middle to number 25. That was a very good pass. Deegan takes the shot and he misses. So we got a foul on the floor. Foul on number 25 of the Hornets. That's Ryan Deegan. That's his second, team's third. So both teams with 3 fouls. A minute to play here in the first quarter. As Mikulajic brings the ball up for the Nuggets. He goes to his left, he goes down the lane, puts the shot up, and in. So Matthew Mikulajic scores his 8th point of the quarter, and he quickly puts the Nuggets on top by a score of 10-4. Chuck Gardner coming up the left side. He's driving down the lane, he pulls up, he looks, he shoots. We get a whistle on the inside. The foul is on number 30. That's Matthew Mikulajic. That's his second, team's 4th. So number 12, Chuck Gardner, will be going to the line to shoot 2. This is the first free throws that we've seen here this evening. So Chuck Gardner will have an opportunity to cut in under that lead that the Nuggets have. His first shot is up and rolling off on the left side. The second shot is up, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Nuggets. Mikulajic brings the ball up. He passes way up court to Button. Button shoots the ball, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. As he tries to pass the ball into Gardner, they walk with the ball. Inbounds to number 10 of the Nuggets. He takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by Mikulajic, up and in. Matthew Mikulajic with a hot hand for the Nuggets. And we have a traveling called on the Hornets. So with 13 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, the Nuggets will inbound the ball underneath their own goal as they lead the Hornets by a score of 12-4. Ball comes into Matthew Mikulajic. He drives, puts one up from 15. It's a little short. We got a foul. Foul on number 33 of the Nuggets. That's Bryce Button, his first, team's 5th. Ball comes into the Hornets. They throw the ball away. Give it back to the Nuggets. They'll have time for at least one shot as there's 6 seconds showing on the clock. Ball comes in. It's picked off by Chuck Gardner. He drives to the middle floor. He pulls up. As he tries to pass the ball, he travels. So it gives the Nuggets one more opportunity here in the first quarter. There's only one tick of the clock. Shane Wood gets the ball into Mikulajic. He wheels and turns. It's no good. And the first quarter comes to a close. So after 1 quarter of play, the number 8 seed, the Nuggets, are on top of the Hornets by a score of 10-4. Ball possession comes to the Hornets. They try to inbound the ball. They're having trouble. And Deegan has nobody to pass to, and he throws it off the leg of Woodcock of the Nuggets. Ball comes into Chuck Gardner. He brings it up. He's guarded closely by Jonathan Houchins. Gardner picks up his dribble, puts it down again, double dribble. As he's having trouble to find someone to pass it to. Ball turned over by the Nuggets as they inbound it near side and they travel with the ball. So we've got a whistle here on the inbounding the ball. Number 23, Jonathan Houchins. That's the 6th foul on the team of the Nuggets. It looked like the 3rd on Houchins. Ball is picked off by the Nuggets on the inbounds. Gets the ball to Houchins. So he brings the ball across the time stripe. He moves to his right, pulls up from about 10 foot. Off a glass, no good. Loose ball, I believe it's touched last by the Hornets. So the Nuggets will inbound the ball near side. 5 minutes, 40 seconds here in the second quarter of play. A couple of substitutions coming in, one for each team. Ball comes into Mikulajic. He loses the ball. We've got a whistle. Foul is on number 25 of the Hornets. That's Ryan Deegan. So we got a technical foul. Against the Hornets. I'm not sure which player that was. A technical foul. If that's was on number 25, that'll be 4 because a technical foul becomes a personal foul. So it'll be 2 shots as Matthew Mikulajic goes to the line. His first shot is up and no good. His second shot, he's got his dribble down. It's on its way and good. So Matthew Mikulajic is 1 for 2 from the line. The Nuggets will inbound the ball as they go up by a score of 13-4. Ball comes in to number 20 for the Nuggets. That's Will Nash, and he's over and back. gives the ball to the Hornets with 5:35 to play. Ball comes in to Chuck Gardner. He moves down the right side. He's moving, still moving. Guarded closely by Mikulajic. Passes out. Mikulajic strips the ball on the pass. He comes down the left side, moves to his right, back to his left. As he lays it up, it hits the bottom of the rim. Picked up by Deegan, of the Nuggets. Loose ball fought for, picked up by the Hornets, picked up then by the Nuggets. It's laid up by Mikulajic, no good. As Chuck Gardner scrambles for the ball, he throws the ball up the court to Thacker and out of bounds. So the clock stops with 5:01 to play here in the second quarter. Nuggets will bring the ball full length of the court. Fry brings the ball up. He loses it, looks somebody to pass to. He looks underneath, has got a fellow wide open. That's number 20. Will Nash takes a shot, no good, rebounded by the Nuggets. Mikulajic moves to his right, puts a shot up, no good. Fought for underneath. We got a jump ball. Our possession in favor of the Nuggets with 4:35 to play in the second quarter. Nuggets still on top, but score 13-4. Nuggets looked inbound the ball. It's deflected out by Thacker of the Hornets. Ball comes in to number 50 of the Nuggets. He takes a shot. It's no good. Got a foul on number 33. That's Bryce Button. And that's the second on Button, team 7th. So with 4 minutes and 30 seconds, the Hornets will be in the bonus situation. It'll send number 25, Ryan Deegan, to the line for 1 in a bonus. Deegan, a southpaw, puts his first shot up. It's no good. So the Hornets are 0 for 3 from the line. As the Nuggets bring the ball full length of the court, as John Kurt Fry brings the ball up. He's across midcourt. He throws a loose ball up in the air to Button. Button moves down the right side, takes a shot. Foul is on number 23 of the Hornets. That's Thacker. Thacker picks up his first. That'll be a team 5th. So that'll send number 33, Bryce Button, to the line. Button's first shot is up and in. So Bryce Button gets into the scorer book to make it a 14-4 ball game. Abbey getting his second shot. It's on its way, and it's good. So Button makes it 15-4 as he uses the backboard to kiss it off and go in. Hornets throw the ball in. It's a loose ball. Turn the ball over to the Nuggets with 4:13 to play in the second quarter. Ball picked off by Deegan. He tries to get set to pass the ball up floor, which is a good idea, but he walked in the process. Give the ball back to the Nuggets with 4:07 to play. Number 21 for the Hornets comes in. That's Matthew Garrett. Ball comes into Button, moves down the left side. He tries to pull up and shoot, lose the handle on it. Gives the ball to the Hornets with 4:01 to play, second quarter. Ball comes into Garrett. He comes up across the midcourt. He throws the ball away. Will Nash picks it off, lays it up, no good. Loose ball picked up by Button. He puts up about a 12-footer, no good. Rebound, Chuck Gardner of the Hornets. Button tries to pick him up. He dribbles around him. Gardner pulls up, shoots from about 6 foot, no good. Loose ball fought for, picked up by the Nuggets. Nuggets pass the ball up the Button. He comes down the left side. Chuck Gardner on the defense, strips the ball away from him, picks it up. He moves across midcourt. Loose ball picked up by the Hornets. The Nuggets. That's number 50, Woodcock. Hornets have the ball. We have a foul. Foul on number 50 of the Nuggets, Darryl Woodcock. His first. That will send Deegan to the line again for 1 in the bonus. This is the second time that Deegan's been to the line. He missed the front end of the bonus on his first opportunity. His shot is up. No good. So Deegan finds himself 0 for 2 at the line. Nuggets will bring the ball full length of the floor with 3:14 remaining here in the second quarter. Bryce Button brings the ball across the mid-stripe. He's picked up by Gardner. He moves left side, passes back to Nash. He moves right. As he tries to pull up and shoot, he walks. Chuck Gardner brings the ball up. He loses the handle, picks it up. Ball stripped away from him from Button. Loose ball on the floor. We've got a jump ball. Our possession in favor of the Hornets. 2:44 to play in the first quarter. Nuggets out on top by a score of 15-4. Ball comes into Thacker. Thacker moves down the lane. He looks somebody to pass to. Gets the ball to Deegan. He takes about a 15-footer, no good. Thacker gets in there and ties the ball up with the Nuggets. Our possession in favor of the Nuggets. They bring the ball up court with 2:30 to play in the second quarter. Will Nash brings the ball up. He's picked up by Gardner on the far side. He drives the lane, pulls up, stops, looks somebody to pass for, flips the ball out, and it's picked off by Thacker. Thacker moving down the right side. He lays the ball up, and it's deflected out of bounds by Bryce Button. Fine defensive play by Button. Hornets have the ball under their own goal. Inbound to Gardner. Gardner moves left, lays the ball up and in. Chuck Gardner finally breaks the ice here in the second quarter for the Hornets to make it a 15-6 ball game with 1:55 to play. Woodcock brings the ball up across midcourt, and as he does, he walks the ball, turns the ball over to the Hornets with 1:46 to play. Ball comes in, picked off by the Nuggets. That's Bryce Button on a good defensive play. He's moving down the right side. He dribbles back to his left. He goes down the lane, and as he tries to pull up and shoot, he double dribbles. Ball comes in the Hornet. Chuck Gardner bringing the ball up. He's across midcourt, moves to his right. He passes down low, and as he tries to pass, he walks. Nash to inbound the ball to Button. Button brings the ball up with 1:19 to play in the second quarter. Across the time stripe, moves to his right. He's picked up by Gardner. He pulls up the dribble, moves to his left, goes still to his left, passes out to Woodcock. He takes a dribble, picks it up, out to Nash. Nash moves right. He's up 15 foot, and it's a good block by Deegan. Deegan picks the ball up, moves down the left side of the floor. He pulls up from 8 foot, banks it up and in. Ryan Deegan gets in the scoring column to make it a 15-8 ball game with 47 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Button brings the ball up the right side. He's picked up by Gardner. We've got a whistle on the floor. Got a reach-in foul on number 12, Chuck Gardner. That's Gardner's second, team sixth. That will be team seventh because of the technical foul a while ago, so that'll send Bryce Button to the line for 1 in the bonus. Button is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. He likes to use that glass. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Thacker. Thacker brings the ball up court. He's moving down the right side. He pulls up. He shoots from about 15, no good. Rebounded Deegan, up, no good. Battle for inside. Woodcock of the Nuggets gets the ball. He tries to pass to Button, deflected, but Button picks the ball up, moves down the left side. Button still moving, takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by Nash. His shot is no good. Deegan rebounds for the Hornets. Gets the ball out to Chuck Gardner. Gardner across the time stripe. He's down to his left. Lays it up and in. Chuck Gardner scores late here in the second quarter. And as the second quarter comes to a close, the Hornets had a big run there within the last minute to pick up 6 quick points. So at halftime, we found the Nuggets on top of the Hornets by a score of 15-10. Quarter action. Give you a few stats from the first half. For the visiting Hornets at halftime, Chuck Gardner has 8 points and Ryan Deegan has 2 for a total of 10 points for the Hornets. Matthew Mikulajic has 11, Jonathan Houchins has 2, and Bryce Button has 2. Round out the scoring for the Nuggets for a total of 15 points. The Nuggets were 3 of 5 from the line, while the Hornets were 0 for 4. So the Hornets turn the ball over as they start the third quarter. Ball comes in on the far side as Houchins has it. He dribbles down the right side. He pulls up from about 10 foot, uses the glass, no good, gets his own rebound up and in. Jonathan Houchins picks up another basket to make it 17-10 in favor of the Nuggets. Chuck Gardner moves down the right side. He pulls up, stops. He takes a shot, no good. Battle 4 on the inside. Coming out there with it is Houchins for the Nuggets. He dribbles down the right side. He pulls up 10 foot, no good. Rebounded by Thacker of the Hornets. He passes the ball up to Chuck Gardner. Gardner is double teamed on the far side and the ball is stripped away from him. And it's off the Nuggets, so the ball comes back to the Hornets with 5:15 to play. We've got an official timeout on the floor as Gardner took a little spill that time. He's shaking it off. I believe he's all right. He's a tough little competitor. Ball is stripped by Button. He passes the ball up to Mikulajic on the right side. He stops and pops for about 16 and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. So Matthew Mikulajic has 13 points. As Deegan gets the ball into Thacker on the far side. Button going with him man-to-man. Button strips the ball away from him out of bounds. It's a good defense then by the Nuggets. Bryce Button. We get a substitute for the Hornets. That's Matthew Shepard coming in. He saw a lot of action in the first half. Deegan calls for his team to break. It's a throw back in the back court. Gardner quickly retrieves it. He's picked up by Mikulajic. He beats him on the dribble. Comes down the right side. Shot is up. Almost. We get a whistle on the play. I believe that foul was on number 23, Houchins. So that will be Houchins' 4th foul. First team foul of the second half. So Chuck Gardner will go to the line. His shot is up and no good. Chuck having a little problems finding the bottom of the net on these free throws. He's 0 for 3 now. His second shot is up, rolling in. So Chuck Gardner makes it a 19-11 ball game with 4:36 to play. Good pressure by Gardner as he picks up Nash, makes him step over the time stripe. They turn the ball over to the Hornets with 4:34 to play. Ball comes into Gardner. It's a loose ball picked up by Nash. Nash going the wrong directions. He crossed court. He forgot about the third quarter changing ends. So gives the ball back to the Hornets with 4:28 to play here in the third quarter. Gym starting to fill up now as some of the NBA teams are coming in for the next game. Hornets shot by number 22. We got a whistle. Foul is on number 10, Fry. That's Fry's first, team second. That'll send Joshua Berry to the line. Berry has yet to score tonight. He have good opportunity here as he goes to the line for two. His first shot is up, hits the front of the rim. So some poor foul shooting here by the Hornets. Could have really had them close in this contest. His second shot is up and in. So Joshua Berry makes it a 19-12 contest. As Mikulajic brings it up on the right side, he's still moving. We got a whistle. Foul is on number 25, Deegan. That's Deegan's fourth. As we have it, that's unofficial, of course. That'll be the team's first in this half. So Mikulajic will be going to line for two shots. His first shot is up, hits the front of the rim. Second shot is on its way. It hits the back of the rim. They call him for being over the line too quick, so gives the ball to the Hornets with 4:12 to play here in the third quarter. They trail the Nuggets by a score of 19-12. We've got timeout called by the Hornets, so with 4:12 to play here in the third quarter, the Nuggets on top by a score of 19-12 over the Hornets. Inbound the ball underneath their own goal. The ball is passed in. Loose ball picked up by the Nuggets. Mikulajic has the ball. He moves around the head of the key, pulls up at 15. Shot is short. He gets his own rebound. He dribbles down the right side, goes down the lane, lays it up, no good. Picked up by Button of the Nuggets. He takes a shot from about 8 foot and good. Bryce Button makes it a 21-12 contest. The ball comes into Chuck Gardner. He moves down the near side. There he goes to the far side of the floor. He passes inside to Thacker. It's knocked loose. Put up by number 21. Garrett of the Hornets. No good. Loose ball scramble for. Garrett has the ball. He passes and picked off by Bryce Button. Button falls. Picks up by the Hornets. See, that's number 22 of the ball, Berry. As he looks for somebody to pass to, he travels. So the Nuggets have pulled out to a 9-point lead as they've outscored the Hornets by a score of 6-2 here thus far in the third quarter of action. As Mikulajic brings the ball up, he's at the top of the key. He goes to his right, dribbles back left, pulls up from about 12, off the glass, no good. Loose ball scramble for Mikulajic, picks it up, dribbles out, pulls up from about 12 feet, off the glass, no good. Thacker for the Hornets picks it up, and he's tied up by the Nuggets. Our possession in favor of the Nuggets, so they get the ball back with 2:55 to play. Will Nash comes in. He gets it to Mikulajic, puts it up, and good. Matthew Mikulajic picks up his fourth point here in the third quarter as it makes it a 23-12 contest. Gardner comes down the right side. We get a whistle. Foul is on number 30, Mikulajic. That's his third, team's third of the half. Thacker looking to inbound the ball. It's picked off by Mikulajic. Stripped from him, picked up by the Hornets, but they travel. Ball comes into Mikulajic. He's on the far side. He comes to the top of the key, pulls up from about 18, lets it fly, no good. Rebound Bryce Button of the Nuggets. He puts up a shot, it's deflected. Thacker gets the ball and comes out of there dribbling with it for the Hornets. He picks the ball up and he double dribbles, turns the ball over to the Nuggets with 2:14 to play. Mikalajic, he looks underneath, makes a good pass. That's down to number 10. Fries, he lets one go, and it's hits the top of the backboard, turns the ball over to the Hornets. Thacker inbounds the ball. He gets it to Chuck Gardner. Coach Larry Park says that Gardner's a good ball handler, and he takes a shot from about 15, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. That's number 21, Matthew Garrett. Coach Pike says this young man is steadily improving and he wants to learn the ball game. So Mikalajic brings the ball up with 1:47 to play here in the third quarter. He's guarded by Thacker as he comes down the right side. He looks to shoot, thinks better of it, then lets it fly, no good. Rebounded on the inside by the Nuggets. Another shot's up, we get a whistle. Foul on number 24, Jonathan England. That's England's first, team's second of the half. Well, just as Coach Larry Pike's comments say here, that England's always around the ball, and he was that time, but unfortunately he picks up the foul. That sends number 20, Will Nash, to the line for 2 shots. He misses his first. He'll get one more. Second shot, he underhands and banks her in. So he must have been watching some old highlight films of Wilt Chamberlain days, and he gets himself into the scoring column. Mikalajic steals the ball, takes a shot, gets a rebound, puts it up and in. Matthew Mikalajic has 6 points here in the third quarter as he pushes his team out to a 26-12 lead. The Nuggets steal the ball on the inbound, throw it away, give the ball back to the Hornets with 1:16. Ball's taken away. Nuggets take a shot and they travel. That was number 50, Darrell Woodcock. As he tried to make his attempt to the basket, he picked up his pivot foot. Give the ball back to the Hornets. Ball comes in on the far side. That's number 24 moving up the floor, England. He looks for somebody to pass to. We get a jump ball. There are points in favor of the Hornets. We get a substitution coming in for the Nuggets. Ball comes into Thacker. Thacker loses the handle, double dribbles. Mikalajic brings the ball up. We're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. He passes down low. That's shot by number 10, John Kirk Fry. Fry gets his first points of the evening, makes it a 27-12 contest. Loose ball on the floor, tied up by the Nuggets and the Hornets. Arrow goes to the Nuggets. Ball comes in. We've got a shot on the far side. That was number 3 taking the shot. Leftwich. It's no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. Gardner comes up the floor on the far side. He's double teamed. Tie Gardner up. Our possession favor the Hornets. Ball knocked out of bounds then by number 1, Shane Wood of the Nuggets. Get the ball back to the Hornets. Ball comes into Gardner. He loses the handle on it. The Hornets has had a scoring drought here in the third quarter. They finished strong at the end of the first half, picking up 6 points, but they've only had 2 points this quarter, and both of them coming from the charity strikes. Nuggets pass up the floor to Shane Wood. He takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. That's number 25, Deegan, coming out of there, but the officials say he double dribbles with it. It's a good rebound as he tries to come out of the the crowd there, he double dribbles. Ball inbounded by the Nuggets, taken away by Matt Gardner. There's the horn sounding the close of the third quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Nuggets are on top of the Hornets by a score of 28-12. Fourth quarter just fixing to start. The Nuggets inbound the ball far side of the court. The ball comes into Mikulajic. He's at the top of the key. He moves down the right side, picked up by Gardner. He dribbles back to his left, pulls up from 15, no good. Loose ball scramble for, picked up by Mikulajic. He pulls up from about 16 foot, lets it fly, no good. Rebound by the Hornets. Get the ball up to Chuck Gardner. Gardner coming across the time stripe, and as he does, it's a reach-in foul by number 50, Darrell Woodcock. That's 2 on Woodcock. Team's 4th. We've got a timeout on the floor called by the Nuggets. 5:27 to play. Score stands 28-12 in favor of the Nuggets. Coming back out on the floor after the timeout. Hornets will be inbounding the ball far side. Ball is stripped away by Matthew Mikulajic. Now he runs down the right side. He pulls up from about 8 foot, banks it off the glass and good. So Matthew Mikulajic gets 2 more points, makes it a 30-12 contest. Ball try to be passed to Gardner. It's picked up by Jonathan Houchins. He looks to pass up to Bryce Button. He moves down the right side. He lets one fly from about 18 foot. We get a whistle and a foul on Chuck Gardner. That'll be 3 on Gardner. Team's 3rd of the half. Neither team close to a bonus. Mikulajic looks to throw the ball in. He can't find anybody. A 5-second call by the officials turns the ball over to the Hornets. 4:52 remaining here in the 4th and final quarter. Deegan inbounds the ball to Thacker. A little hard for Thacker to handle. The ball goes out of bounds on the far side. So the Nuggets will be inbounding the ball. Jonathan Houchins will inbound the ball. He gets it into Mikulajic. He makes a pass across court. It's picked off in there by the Hornets. That's number 25, Deegan. He looks, passes the ball up to Thacker. He moves down the right side. Tries to shoot. Blocked by Mikulajic. Bryce Button comes out of there on a loose ball scramble. Gets the ball back to Mikulajic with 4:25 to play. He crosses the time stripe. Passes the ball up court. That's Will Nash with the ball. He loses it. Mikulajic comes in from nowhere and steals the ball, flips it up and in. Matthew Mikulajic makes it a 32-12 contest. Ball passed in up to Thacker. He drives, lays it up, no good. Nuggets rebound. That's Mikulajic. He dribbles down, passes off to Houchins. Houchins on the left side, shots up, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. Pass stolen by Button. He puts one up from about 8, no good. Rebounded Deegan. Deegan throws the ball up floor to Thacker. As he tries to take off with it, he walks. So Thacker had a wide open court, got himself in a bit of a hurry, turns the ball over to the Nuggets with 3:39 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Ball comes into Mikulajic. He drives down the left side. As he tries to find the handle, he double dribbles, turns the ball over to the Hornets. 3:34 to play. Deegan looking to inbound the ball. It's picked off by Button. Button turns and spins from about 10 foot, no good. Rebounded by Houchins. He shoots from 12, no good. Rebounded on the inside by Mikulajic. Another basket. That makes it 34-12 in favor of the Nuggets. Ball thrown away by the Hornets as they try to inbound the ball. Houchins inbounds the ball, gets it out to Mikulajic. He drives the right side, dribbles down, pulls up, shoots 6 foot, no good. Loose ball fought for in the inside. Got a jump ball. Arrow possession in favor of the Hornets. Deegan looking, gets the ball in. Gets the ball to Jonathan England. England moves up across the middle. We get a whistle. Get a reach-in foul by the Nuggets. That's Adam Leftwich on the foul. So Leftwich picks up his first personal, team's 5th of the half. Ball comes in underneath. Shot by the Hornets, no good. Rebounded by Thacker, up and in. So Anant Thacker picks up his first 2 points. Makes it a 34-14 ball game. Houchins pulls up his dribble, passes out to number 20, Will Nash. We've got an official timeout on the floor. Still Nuggets ball on the far side of the court. 2:37 to play here in the 4th quarter. Long pass in by Mikulajic up to number 50. That's Woodcock. He takes a shot. No good. Loose ball, tied up. Jump ball. Ball goes to the Hornets. Ball comes into the Hornets. They walk. A lot of turnovers for the Hornets. Houchins inbounds the ball for the Nuggets. He's looking, still looking. Gets the ball into number 3, Leftwich. He takes a shot, no good. Another shot in there by the Nuggets, no good. And Chuck Gardner comes out of there for the Hornets. He dribbles down the right side, passes everybody, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Houchins of the Nuggets. He's bringing the ball up floor. We're at 2 minutes to play. Houchins loses control of the ball. Picked up by Deegan. He gets the ball up to Thacker. He moves down the right side. He's picked up by Mikulajic. He strips him of the ball. So Mikulajic slows it down as he's picked up in the backcourt by Gardner and Thacker. Gets the ball across the time stripe with 1:47. We've got a timeout on the floor called by the Nuggets. 1:46 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Nuggets out on top of the Hornets, 34-14. Back on the floor after the timeout call by the Nuggets. Nuggets inbound the ball. They get it to Houchins. He comes right side. He pulls up, looks to shoot. No place to go. He passes the ball back. Picked off by Chuck Gardner. Gardner moving down the left side. He lays it up and in. Chuck Gardner picking up 2 points here in the 4th quarter, make it 34-16. We're down to 1:25 to play. Houchins stops his dribble, passes back. Thacker reaching around number 10, Fry. So Thacker picks up his 2nd personal, team's 4th of the half. We're down to 1:18. Houchins inbounds the ball far side. He gets the ball into Fry, and Fry double dribbles with the ball. Ball comes into the Hornets. Gets the ball to number 24, England. England drives the right side. Loses the handle on it. Nuggets ball. Houchins with the ball, dribbles down the right side. He's still moving. Lays it up. No good. Loose ball in there. Rebounded by the Nuggets. And number 1, Wood, tries to take the shot. He's temporary blocked, and he travels with the ball. Hornets come down the floor. He pass up to number 21. He takes a shot. Rebound in there by Houchins for the Nuggets. He moves up across mid-stripe. And we've got a blocking foul called on number 24, Jonathan England. So that's England's 2nd, team's 5th. So we got a timeout on the floor with 40 seconds called. Timeout is called by the Hornets. With 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, our score now is 34-16 in favor of the Nuggets. Timeout is over. Both teams are on the floor. 40 seconds to go. Looks like the Nuggets have got this and salted away. Houchins inbounds the ball to Wood. He makes a pass up floor. Loose ball picked up by the Nuggets. Shot by number 3. Leftwich, no good. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Nuggets. Houchins inbounds the ball. Picked up a Leftwich. He looks, tries to pass it cross court. Picked off by the Hornets. Hornets bring the ball up with 20 seconds to play. Berry with the ball. He moves to his left. He tries to look back to pass. He travels with the ball. So it looks like the Nuggets, the number 8 seed, will be advancing on into the second round of the tournament. Ball picked off by Thacker. He lays it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, no good. Pulled out there by Houchins. He crosses the time stripe. He loses the ball. And there's a horn sounding to close the ball game as the Nuggets go on to defeat the Hornets by a score of 34-16. Let us recapture some of the scoring for you here. The Hornets was led in scoring by number 12, Chuck Gardner. Gardner has a total of 11 points. Joshua Berry for the Hornets has 1 point. Anant Thacker has 2 points, and Ryan Egan has 2 points for a total of 16 points for the Hornets. On the other side of the coin, the Nuggets. Jonathan Houchins has 4 points for the game. The leading scorer for the Nuggets is Matthew Mikalajic. He had 11 points at the half, picks up 12 points in the second half for 23 points. Bryce Button has 4 points. Fry has 2 points. And Will Nash has 1 point for a total of 34 points for the victorious Nuggets. So don't go away. We've got more exciting Little League action coming to you as our first round action of the NBA game will be starting momentarily. And that'll feature the Nets and the Lakers. So stay with us. Final score once again, the Nuggets 34, Hornets 16.
Have you or a loved one participated in a local event filmed by the Glasgow EPB? Maybe it was a school graduation, Little League championship, or musical performance. These are all events that have recently been professionally captured on video by the EPB to be aired on Channel 6. The EPB archives contain community, school, and church events dating back to 1990 and can be purchased by anyone. DVDs are $13 and would make a great gift for family and friends while preserving a timeless memory of a special moment in one's life. Call to place your order today.